So good day to everyone. Thank you very much for your interest in Lithuania and for joining our webinar. My name is Ieva PLIUŠKIENŽ. I am the director of CCI France-Lituania. And today with us we have our assistant Alexandra Lemaitre.
Hello everyone.
Also, bonjour Alexandra.
Bonjour.
We also invited two our members to speak about their businesses in Lithuania and how it is going. It's fintech company Bankera and Umi Idrissi. Bonjour Umi.
Bonjour.
Et Olivier Criou from Amber Root Miam company in Lithuania. He will join us in 20 minutes. So let's start our webinar. So the topic is Lithuania from agro to tech. Maybe someone can be interested why the topic is from agro to tech. I would like to say here that Lithuania historically was very important agriculture country, and this sector of agriculture is very important still today, still nowadays. And why tech? Why technologies? So during two last decades, technology sector was very fastly growing in Lithuania. And today Lithuania, even we are a small country, we became fintech leader in the world. It called this period called like Renaissance of Lithuania. So let's discover Lithuania with some interesting, important facts. So Lithuania, with a 2.8 million of population, is one of the most ecologically clean places in the world, and Vilnius is the greenest European capital. Speaking about population, 87% of population are Lithuanians, 6% Polish, 5% Russians, and 2% represent other nationalities. This year, three Baltic countries, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, we are like countries' sisters. We celebrate 30 years of independence from Soviet Union. This fact is very, very important for us as a country. And nowadays, Lithuania has Western, Northern European culture because we became a European Union and NATO member since 2004. And we came into Schengen area since 2007. And we are in Eurozone since 2015. So let's take a look shortly to the flag of Lithuania. It's red color, which means our blood we lost fighting for our independence. Green color, it means the forests, the green nature we have a lot in Lithuania. And the yellow color means the positivity and the sun in the sky of Lithuania. Lithuanians love to tell the story to foreigners about French general and Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. The story says that when Napoleon visited Vilnius and when he saw the church of Saint Anne, he was so impressed by its spectacular beauty that he wanted to take this church with him back to Paris. So you can visit Vilnius and check if Napoleon took the church to Paris or not. Speaking about Lithuania as a country, is very important to mention the strategic geographical position of Lithuania, because our country is like crossing point between West and East and between North and South. And the interesting fact is that 30 years ago, a group of French scientists announced that geographical center of Europe was really just 26 kilometers to the north of the Lithuanian capital, Vilnius. Our country is easily accessible by sea. We have an important port in Lithuania, which name is Klaipėda. And this port is important not only for Lithuania, but for neighbor countries also. The country is accessible by air. We have 3 international airports in different cities, and we have an direct access to many European countries by air. Of course, the country is accessible by road and by rail. And speaking about rail, we have a project of the century, Rail Baltica, which is a greenfield rail transport infrastructure project with a goal to integrate the Baltic states in the European rail network. And this project includes 5 European Union countries. It's of course 3 Baltic countries, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, and then Poland and Finland. Now let's turn a bit to a business side of the country, and I will ask you, Alexandra Lemaitre, to show us the short 2 minutes video about the business side of Lithuania. Alexandra?
So I'm going to show you a short video that's made by Invest Lithuania. It's about the business environment. So.
Thank you very much, Alexandra, for the nice video. And I will continue to the presentation. So let's continue. So let's continue to speak about the advantages of Lithuania and why to choose Lithuania. So Lithuania has a pool of talented people. In our country, even 85% of population speaks in English, and all people speaks at least 2 or 3 foreign languages as English, German, French, Russian, Italian, Spanish, and other languages. Our country is 4th in the world for percentage of high educated 25 to 34 years old population after Japan, Canada, South Korea. People are educated in life sciences, in economics, maths, IT, engineering, politics, construction, etc. And the Lithuanian population is really open to French culture. We like very much French language. We like to speak, to listen, to learn French language. Even in Vilnius, we have a French kindergarten and French lyceum and also French institute. And people like French literature, art, gastronomy, of course. Speaking about infrastructures of Lithuania, we have a third best internet and telecommunications network in the world. So we can say that all the country, 100% of territory is connected to telecommunications and to internet. And in Lithuania, even 90% of public services are digitalized. In Vilnius, we have a tech park, which is the biggest startup hub in the Baltic and Nordic countries. And here also we have the biggest international exhibitions in North Europe. Different exhibitions of books, gastronomy, art, fashion, design, and furniture, etc. Speaking about fiscal advantages of Lithuania, it is important to mention GDP growth year by year. Especially in 2019, the GDP growth was 3.8%. We have the 4 most competitive tax system in the world. In Lithuania, we have 7 free economic zones, and we have simplified immigration rules for foreigners. Lithuania is really a very friendly country for business. Even for business creation, in Lithuania, you only need 3 days to follow all registration rules. So there are 7 main steps to follow to register the business and the company and to be able to start business. So Lithuania is here one of the most competitive countries in Europe and in all the world. So it's like very friendly country for business. So if you would like to create company in Lithuania, or you know someone who is interested to do business in Lithuania, please contact us and we will help you to follow all these rules. Let's speak about France and Lithuania cooperation. So the numbers are showing us that investments from France to Lithuania and investments from Lithuania to France are growing year by year. So the cooperation is developing, but here we still see a lot of space to do more business, more cooperation with between France and Lithuania companies. Here we see France and Lithuania cooperation in terms of imports and exports. And it is interesting to mention that last year, the last quarter of 2019, France became the second partner of Lithuania in terms of export of services. After Germany, Germany was the first partner, France the second partner. So export of services, it's very important to mention here transport sector, which creates about 10% of GDP in Lithuania, and construction sector as well. Let's speak about Lithuania key sectors, key industry. So the most important sectors of industry in Lithuania is agri-food sector. Here we have companies as Bonduelle, French company, Rocket and Melina, French and Lithuanian company. Also, it's important to mention production of milk products, which representative company is Žemaitijos Pienas. They are already starting to work with France and to export their very good quality products to France. Speaking about services sectors, construction and transport, construction companies from Lithuania are already working with France as company Konrasta, Axis Technologies. Kauno Tiltai is more local Lithuanian company. Speaking about transport sector, Girteka Logistics is very well-known company in all Europe. It's like #1 transport company in Europe in cargo logistics. Vlantana, they are also very strong company in cargo logistics. And Alfa Transa, it's a company for vehicle logistics. We have in Lithuania also many companies for vehicle logistics. They are working also with Group CAT from France, vehicle logistics transporter #1. I would like also to mention other sectors in Lithuania which are also important in terms of very good quality of products. It's wood production and textile production. And of course, technology sector. As I mentioned already in the beginning of the webinar, Lithuania today is a leader in the world in fintech sector. So we have many companies in fintech, cybersecurity, data centers, game development companies. And between our members, we have a fintech company, Bankera, also Sigfox, Internet of Things company, created a year ago in Lithuania in cooperation with our Chamber of Commerce, 0G Baltics. I would like also to shortly represent an activity of our Chamber of Commerce in Lithuania. We are your partner for business creation and development in Lithuania. Our chamber has 20 years of experience in Lithuania. It was created in 1999. We are members of CCI France International, and many thanks for CCI France International for a possibility to organize this webinar today. A group of French chambers of commerce represents 124 chambers in all the world, based in 93 countries. So we have a very, very huge network in all the world. For today, our Chamber of Commerce has 60 members, French companies based in Lithuania and Lithuanian companies who are working with France. And we are in cooperation with Embassy of France in Lithuania, Embassy of Lithuania based in France, We work with a French institute in Vilnius, with Business France, and with other Lithuanian and French institutions. And here on the right side, you see logos of our members, companies, French companies based in Lithuania. So now I would like to invite Umi Idrissi from fintech company Bankera to present their activity in Lithuania and their business. Umi?
Hello.
Hello.
One moment, I will share my screen. One moment, sorry. It's do you see my screen?
Not yet. We see you.
There might be some issue with sharing the screen. Sorry. Maybe
If there is some problem to share your screen, maybe you can just tell us some information about your company.
okay, sorry. So we will do this.
No problem.
Basically, what we're going to talk about is the advantage of developing a fintech activity in Lithuania. Lithuania has many advantages as to why someone would prefer to launch their business in Lithuania. We can talk about, first of all, regulation advantages. In Lithuania, having e-money and payment license takes 3 months, which is 2 or 3 times faster than other EU countries. Lithuania has also a startup-friendly environment. It gives advice and assistance to companies during their first year of operations. Also, Lithuania provides what we call a regulatory sandbox environments, which allows potential and existing financial market participants to test financial innovations. Another big advantage in Lithuania is its infrastructure. There is a direct technical access to SEPA. It is done through the Bank of Lithuania. We have also access to 34 SEPA countries by this function of SEPA transfers. And there is also possibility to issue our own IBANs with Lithuanian IBANs LT. Also, a big advantage is the talents, the IT talents in Lithuania. The IT specialists are highly skilled, and there is around 30,000 of people working in IT in Lithuania. And Lithuania gives a huge funding to the IT sector and the IT studies. Regarding our activity, so I just realized I haven't introduced myself. I am Umi, and I am a business developer at Bankera. Bankera is an international payment service business. It offers solutions for both individuals and companies. And we specialized more in offering solutions to digital industries such as e-commerce, gambling, cryptocurrencies, exchanges, and P2P finance, for example. One of the few solutions that we offer, to name only few, is personal and business payments account with, as I mentioned before, dedicated IBANs. So company can have its own IBAN with their name in their sender field when they use their IBAN, for example. Currently, we support Euro account and SEPA transfers, and we are planning to support in the future private and corporate cards, multi-currency accounts, SWIFT payments, mobile wallets, and more. More solutions includes payment gateway solution. Also, we are supporting our website in various languages, including French and Lithuanian, to give our solutions to really reach as many people as possible. So for that, I can invite the people attending this webinar today to visit our site. It's bankera.com. Do not hesitate to try the solutions and give your opinion about it. And I would like to thank the CCI France-Lituania for introducing us and their support to our business. They have been wonderful in showing constant support to us. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Umi, for your presentation. Now I would like to invite our member Olivier Criou to speak about business, about his business in Lithuania. Hello, Olivier.
Bonjour, Ieva. Hello.
Bonjour.
Can you hear me?
Oui, on peut t'entendre, mais on
Merci.
ne voit pas.
Je cherche la vidéo. Voilà, commencer la vidéo. Ça devrait marcher. Voilà. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes. It's
Okay.
Good.
A little bit sorry for the surrounding. I am down on in my stock below the shop, so that's why. So let me introduce myself first to make sure that everybody understands what I'm doing here. I've been living in Lithuania for 15 years now, in Klaipėda. So Klaipėda is a city, is the only port in the country, and it is located about 350 kilometers from Vilnius on the west coast. We have two businesses here. I have created a translation agency in 2008, and we work. This translation agency provides marketing services for companies who are looking for new export targets. So our core business is localization of documentation and also websites. I can share my screen and give you a quick look of how it looks. Okay, this is it. So if you see it, maybe, yes. Okay, this is you see my screen now? Yeah. Okay, so this is, we offer three different services. We offer marketing service, translation, purely translation, and also print in a way that we can handle, for example, a full catalog or user's manual from scratch. We have our own designer, so we can do the design, the artwork, and the translation, localization, and print, which is quite handy to have all in one for people who are looking for new markets. As you can see on our website, we very much specialize in the marine industry because this is where I'm coming from. But sometimes we do things out of the marine industry. Mainly, particularly looking at on the Lithuanian market, we have another business, which is gourmet store, épicerie fine, tout le monde comprendra. So we import products from France. Well, I would say mainly from Brittany, because this is where I'm coming from again. And we have a store located in the center of the city in Klaipėda, and we distribute our products throughout the country. Stop sharing. So I'm back here. You should see me again. Where am I? Here it is. Okay. And on top of that, I have another, let's say, position is not really a job. It's I'm Honorary Consul of France here in Klaipėda, which means that I can help French citizens in the region of Klaipėda in any manner, and help them finding partners, help them finding practical products or people, and in case of problem, of course, handle translation. So these are the things that we can do for French companies wishing to come onto the Lithuanian market. So we can handle translations for you. We can do your localization in Lithuanian for documentations, users manuals if it is technical, and websites. And if it happens that you are a gourmet food producer, I'd be very happy to discuss the position of your product on our market.
Olivier, tell Lithuanians like French products, French food.
Excuse me, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
You to ask, do Lithuanians like French products and French food?
They love it. They love it. We have experienced that. I was sure of it. I mean, I've been here for many years, so I know that there is a market for French food here. Definitely. We have proved it. I mean, our shop works very well. We grow every year. People come and ask more and more products, and they are wishing to get more and more quality products from France. I will be very direct with you and telling you how it came to my mind to open that store. Basically, because each time I travel to France every year, twice a year. I travel to France usually in April, and the second time in fall, either September or October, mainly to meet my customers in the marine business, because the fall boat shows happen in September and October. Each time I travel back to Lithuania, my car is full of product, was full of product, because a lot of our friends would ask, bring me this, bring me that, and we would bring a lot of products. And one day I said to my wife, come on, this is a business. There is a business here. We are doing a business, so let's open a shop. we found a good spot located in the center of the city, and it's immediately went well, immediately. And for 3 years now, we distribute French products in the country, and everybody's asking us, when will you have this or that? So yes, people are hungry for that. I just can't cope. I have not enough time and not enough resources to bring more. There is a high potential for that. You know that, Ieva, you know very well that on the gourmet market, there was no French product, almost nothing. Yeah. Almost nothing. We're the only one. We're the only one to bring those quality products to the market. You can find some French products in the supermarkets, but you will find low quality supermarket products, which is not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on high quality and really gourmet products. And the market was empty before we arrived. Completely empty. The only gourmet products we would find in the market before us was from Italy or Spain and Greece, but from France, nothing. Completely nothing.
So you are successful in Lithuanian market because you found like a niche in the market.
Yes. There was an empty space that I'm filling. Yeah, I'm talking about the Miam Miam business, right? For the envelope business, which is translating and translation work, marketing assistance, and print, that's a completely different story, because we're not addressing the Lithuanian market. We were almost worldwide, but our customers are mainly French, English, Swedish, Danish, and German companies, manufacturers. Well, our customers are manufacturers, okay, and there is no such manufacturer in the Baltic states. That so that's a completely different story. But the good thing I found when I opened this translation agency in Lithuania in 2008 was that it was very, very easy to open registering a company, finding offices, especially here in Klaipėda. I mean, Klaipėda is a very high opportunity space to create a business. I really do encourage French people who are looking to open something in the Baltic states to have a serious look at Klaipėda. It's highly it's dynamic. It's high opportunities location. It's on the seaside. I would compare. I see looking at the names and surnames. I don't know why we speak English, because it looks like a lot of people are French here in the audience. But people from France who are listening to me now will understand very well if I say that I could compare Klaipėda and the potential future of Klaipėda to something similar to what happened to Nantes, Bordeaux, or Montpellier in the past 20 years. I'm sure French people will understand that.
Thank you very much for your presentation, for your very interesting presentation of your two businesses. We are really proud to have such members as Olivier with his company, as Umi Idrissi with Banquera. And I would like just to finish the presentation, the webinar. So now we already had the presentations of Banquera and Miam Miam and Beirut. So let's go to the end of the webinar. Thank you very much for your participation in this webinar. We hope that you liked information and you discovered new things about Lithuania and Lithuania as a friendly country for business. So please contact us directly by email, by phone, if you have any questions. If you want to create company, to find business partners in Lithuania, we will be glad to work with you. So thank you very much and have a nice day.